Hello guys, hope you're having a great week and welcome back to the Reversal Roundup. This time we're going to be covering the SFL finals which went down at the Capcom Cup. As you might have seen in our other video, we've already covered the LCQ, the top 16 down to the top 8, down to the grand finals, and now it is time to cover Street Fighter League World Finals. Let's go.
You already know what it is. It's the Street Fighter League World Championship.
Alright, kicking off SFL Finals. The three qualified teams were the Good 8 squad from Japan, Mouse Sports from Europe, and UIU, who were definitely from the US, and I don't think anyone will disagree with that. All three teams had very different journeys to the finals. While the Good 8 squad were dominant all season and closed out an impressive finals win, UIU were at one point in last place and made an incredible late push to even make playoffs, let alone win. Mouse were breathing down the neck of French leaders BMS and managed to overcome them in the EU Grand Finals. The format saw the three teams play each other on day one to determine seeding with randomly drawn home and away placements. The top ranked team would advance directly to the Grand Finals as per the Japanese format, whereas the second would play third with the latter in the away position. Day one kicked off with Mouse facing UIU in our opening match. UIU were designated away and put forward a lineup of Oil King on Rashid, DCQ with Urian, and NL with Luke. First up was Problem X, who locked in with Alex to face Oil King. He took the first game and forced Oil King back to character select. A switch to Seth didn't help as Problem took the first game 2-0 to push Mouse into the lead. Broski was sent up to face DCQ, who was coming off the back of a disappointing Capcom Cup showing after a lot of pre-event talk about the Chinese Urian player. A dominating 2-0 performance from the world's best Oro saw Mouse pull into a commanding 20-point lead. All the pressure was on NL to stop a 40-point blowout, and predictably, Mouse sent up the 4 fills in what should be a great matchup for Falk. NL had other ideas in mind though, as he closed out the first game with this huge damaging combo that seemed to defy all laws of scaling. Taking a huge lead in the second game, NL let it slip as 4 fills made a huge comeback.
Not quite dead.
Oh, well tagged.
But NL maintained his composure and converted his corner pressure with this crouching medium punch into a flash knuckle to take a 2-0 lead. The third game ended in an almost action replay as the corner pressure led to another stun combo. With a huge 3-0 victory, NL took the match to a tiebreaker. NL played like he trained with Oro every week, first blocking all of Broski's Tengu mix-ups and then reacting to Oro's Tobi Hiza with a perfectly timed V-shift to interrupt Broski's pressure and secure the win for UIU.
Clutch it out for UIU. What seemed to be a huge detriment, falling 0-20, they made a massive comeback.
An incredible turnaround. Mouse would stay on the stage, and after that hard defeat, their reward was to face favourites Good 8 squad, this time on the away side themselves. Their lineup started with Broski in the opening game with Oro, the 4 fills second with Falk, and Problem X put himself in the anchor role with Alex. Good 8 squad sent up Dogora first with his reliable Bison. Broski came into this match with a better than 90% win rate in Street Fighter League. He proved to be too much for Dogora. The Tengu Stones chased down Dogora's V-shift attempts to cap off a huge comeback to secure the round and the match.
Not gonna get the CA in time. Oh, what?
2017 Capcom Cup champ Gachikun stepped up to face the 4 fills in game number 2. And in a tense set that went down to the final round, a misspaced medium kick activation attempt was all fills needed to take the game using his last piece of V-trigger. Once again, Mouse found themselves 20 points in the lead, but this time it was Captain Problem X who would be fighting for the win. With Evo champ Kawano remaining on the bench, Good 8 squad entrusted Pugera with the task of leveling the match in the anchor game. Pugera caught Problem out with this continued Wrecker frame trap to take battle number 1. Problem immediately went to character select and pulled out the familiar Bison. Again, the V-trigger 1 pressure managed to catch Problem off guard, this time from a V-skill cancel into a low, catching Problem standing in a tense last round. Battle 3 saw Problem fight from the brink of death to take back the game with this jab cancel finishing with the Psycho Crusher. Pugera called out the slide into a V-trigger activation which earned him the stun. He spent the cash to close the set 3-1 and again forced Mouse into a tiebreaker situation.
And for the second time today, Team Mouse have a 20-0 lead. Go begging.
They put up Problem X for the first one with Alex and Pugera ran it back. The same V-trigger mix once again caught Problem standing, but the throw opened up the shimmy and Problem bit, which gave Pugera the win and handed the match to Good 8 squad. A rough opening day for Mouse, who would now be seeded 3rd for finals day. Good 8 would now face UIU for the top seeding spot with Good 8 on the away side. The Good 8 lineup was Gachikun first with Rashid, Kawano making his first appearance with Luke, and Pugera in the anchor role with Boxer as Dogura waited on the bench. NL came in first to face Gachikun using Luke. The incessant Rashid pressure was too much and Gachikun made it a 2-0 win to open up the match. Cien would make his debut to face Kawano as both players navigated their first games in these SFL finals. Cien's mix-ups proved too strong and Kawano cracked under the pressure with this wake-up CA.
Oh, wait a minute! Don't press the button!
Why would you press the button? No way, come on.
Come on now!
Come on, Kawano.
DCQ faced Pugera in the third match and it was all to play for, square at 10-10. With no tiebreak possible, this match was winner-take-all for top seeding and automatic qualification for the grand finals on the next day. Behind on life going into the final seconds of the first battle, Pugera couldn't quite bring it back, and DCQ smartly delayed his wake-up from the last throw to hold on to the lead by pixels. Battle 2 saw DCQ walking towards Pugera menacingly.
Oh, you kidding? Did you just do that?
He baited out the throw tech to seal the win and put him and UIU in a powerful position. It was easy cake for DCQ as he wrapped up a huge win for UIU by punishing this poorly spaced dash punch and earned his team the automatic pass to grand finals with a 30-10 score.
Punching it out 3 games straight! Team UIU puts themselves as first seed for tomorrow's World Finals! Weather is nice and sunny, but I'll tell you what, man.
Moving on to day 2 now, action started off with Good 8 squad facing Mouse in the first elimination match. These would be best 2 out of 3 sets, so a team would have to defeat their opposition squad twice, with home and away sides switching between sets. Due to seeding, it was Mouse who were on the away side first, and they put forward a lineup that saw Broski open with Oro, the 4 Phils would play second with Falk, and Problem X was in the anchor role, this time locked in with Bison. Gachikun stepped up to face Broski with his familiar Rashid. Broski found himself pinned into the corner, unable to activate V-Trigger, and the back throw sealed a 2-0 win to put Good 8 squad to an early lead. Dogura would be the player to face 4 Phils next. Dogura managed to seal the deal with a reaction slide, then a shimmy in the third battle, proving how reliable he was. At 20 points down, it fell on Problem X to try and halt the momentum, and he would be running it back against Pugera. The Alex experiment done with, it was all in on Dictator for the 2018 EVO champ. Pugera caught Problem reaching twice and punished critically to take the first battle. In game 2, the critical art was not enough to close the round, and Problem was able to land the activation on hit to level it up 1-1.
That's the one right there!
Problem X was looking for the neutral jump punish on a dash straight, but Pugera caught him off guard with an EX, and a single crouch medium kick was all he needed to pull into a 2-1 lead. Problem got caught in the scramble after an anti-air, and Pugera made the most of it to land the stun and the kill to close out a 3-1 win for a massive 40-0 scoreline in the first set. Side switch round and Good 8 squad were now fighting on the away side. They put out a lineup that saw Dogura go first, Gachikun second, and Pugera in the anchor role. Mouse sent forward Broski to face Dogura in a repeat of their day 1 matchup. Despite pulling into the lead with the first battle, Broski found himself trapped behind an EX blast as Dogura took the game 2-1. In a big change around, Problem X went up second against Gachikun, who he has historically had a good record against, but this time it would be with Alex. At set point down, Problem tried to steal some advantage with this dash, but Gachikun checked him and converted it into the kill to put Good 8 20 points up in the second set in a seemingly unassailable lead. The arena started to light up though as Shax would make his debut to face Pugera in a straight counterpick with Laura. Shax was able to throw Pugera off with his pressure timing and clipped him with a counter hit thunderclap into the kill for battle 1. Shax looked to put Pugera into the blender next after an anti-air into the V-Trigger activation, but showing nerves of steel, Pugera interrupted to level 1-1. Once again, the pressure from Shax paid off and Pugera got clipped into an activation for an easy kill, putting Mouse 2-1 up. The crowd were going mad for this triple command grab sequence.
Dash up, EX, command grab instead. He could go for it again.
No, he isn't doing that.
He's gonna do it again.
Oh, still alive.
And Shax showed he was alert as he blocked the overhead and took the punish for an epic 3-1 victory to push the set to a tiebreaker. Good 8 put up Gachikun for the tiebreaker after his strong performance against Problem. In great form, Shax would be the one to face him though. Shax looked to push the advantage with V-Trigger activated, but Gachikun was comfortable enough to let off the EX mixer into the corner, and he converted the pressure to get the tiebreaker win and secure a 2-set victory for Good 8 squad to see Mouse eliminated.
Mixer was the correct choice, and they've done it, Team
Alright guys, it is grand finals time, let's go. UYU as the top seeds had the advantage of playing from the home side. Good 8 squad played a lineup of Kawano opening with Colleen, Dogura on M Bison and Gachikun Rashid in the anchor role. First up would be Cien, who had a great performance day 1 with Seth. The set went to the final battle. Kawano put Cien in the corner with a big combo and Cien cracked under the pressure as Kawano baited out an EX Mad Cradle into a guess for stun situation. KO. DCQ would be up next to face Dogura. Dogura would be having deja vu as his double V-shift escape attempts were both caught and the stun combo closed for a 2-0 win to level the score 10-10. Mr. Reliable NL was in for the anchor match to face Gachikun as the set decider. In the first battle, NL beat Gachikun to the punch with this crouching medium and cashed out everything to seal the win.
He gets it, he's not going to drop that. What a start, Vicious. Already better than yesterday. NL takes the first game for UYU.
Again, Gachikun was punished for swinging the heavy buttons and 2 whiff punishes put NL into a 2-0 lead. And in what was an incredibly quick meeting between 2 greats, NL opened up Gachikun in the corner to make it 3-0 and take the first set for UYU. It seemed like the form of day 1 was intact and the UYU team were flying. The team swapped over and UYU would now be holding down the away side and put forward their lineup looking to secure the title. NL would be first up with Luke, Oil King was up second with Seth, and DCQ in the anchor role with Urian as always. Pugera was the one chosen to face NL first. Final game, final round, and this huge input error from NL gave Pugera the opening to land this V-trigger combo, which both stole back the life lead and committed NL to the corner, where he was caught standing up. That gave Good 8 squad the early 10-point lead. Gachikun up next to face Oil King's Seth.
Big up the Oil King fans, woo!
Oil King desperately tried to escape the corner, but Gachikun was ready and the stun combo had damage to spare as he secured the kill and the 2-0 win. Kawano picked Luke into DCQ's Urian for the anchor set first to 3. Kawano was not willing to get mixed up by DCQ's Aegis V-trigger and let off the EX Rising Rocket to take the 1-0 lead. Showing more strong nerves, Kawano was ready for the walk-up pressure and actually back through even with 2 mirrors and a fully stocked Urian in his face. He ran away with the life lead as the timer wound down to push to a 2-0 lead. Tremendous patience and focus from Kawano in the final battle as he waited out for the whiff from DCQ and punished fully to grab a 3-0 win and a clean 40-0 set for the Good 8 squad to push us to a third and final deciding set between these 2 incredible teams. Switching once again, it meant Good 8 squad would be away and they put forward Dogura first with Dictator, Gachikun second with Rashid, and the in-form Kawano was in the anchor role with Luke. Cien would be first up to face Dogura, locking in with Seth. The master of the tandem maneuver was able to open up Dogura, but he didn't crack in the corner, and this interruption into a throw claimed the first win for Good 8 squad. DCQ went up second to take on Gachikun. This one went to a final third battle, but it was Gachikun who was the strongest, and his V-trigger 2 pressure didn't afford DCQ the chance to activate as the critical art secured the 2-1 lead and a 20-point lead for Good 8 squad. KO. It would come down to a Luke vs Luke mirror match to determine the victor, as NL and Kawano faced off for the 20 points. Would Good 8 squad close out, or would UYU force a tiebreaker? Kawano had a relatively easy time in the first match, as this anti-air ended in a dominant round to put him 1-0 up. NL answered immediately and interrupted the walk-up from Kawano to convert into V-trigger and level it 1-1. Patience and composure again from Kawano saw him back up enough to make the forward fierce whiff and get the punish to put them in the lead 2-1 now. A vital hit confirmed from Kawano left him just needing this single hit to make it another 40-0 sweep and crown Good 8 squad as the worthy winners of the Street Fighter League World Championship. The squad has been incredible all season, spending so much of it on top of the SFL Japan leaderboard, and their strength in depth was too much to overcome for the EU and US teams. Your first ever SFL World Champions are Good 8 squad from Japan. Us here at Reversal have absolutely loved bringing you this season of SFL, guys, and we can't wait for this format to return in Street Fighter 6. Let's see if the Good 8 squad can defend that title in the next game. And just like that, our Street Fighter 5 season is finished. We're done with Capcom Cup. We're done with Street Fighter League now. Hope you enjoyed us rounding up all of the great action week after week for the past year or so. Thank you for sticking with us. If you do enjoy our videos, guys, do not forget, we really would like your support to help us bump our videos up the algorithm slightly so more people can enjoy the roundups, or more people can enjoy the fighting game community content we bring to the table. Hope you enjoy it, and from us here at Reversal, we'll see you very, very soon. Take care, everybody.